It began as an ordinary morning, until my eyes fell on an envelope resting neatly on the kitchen counter. My name was scrawled across the front in handwriting I could never mistake for anyone else's. For a moment, I assumed it was something simple. Perhaps a quick note explaining he'd left early for work, or gone to visit his mother. But the second my fingers closed around it, a tight knot coiled in my stomach. The paper felt heavier than it should, as if it carried more than words. The silence in the house pressed against me, thick and suffocating. No shoes by the door. The bed left unmade. Small things, but glaring in their absence. Standing there with the envelope trembling in my grip, I knew something was wrong. It carried a strange kind of finality, the quiet that comes just before a storm tears the air apart. I opened it slowly, my hands unsteady. At the very top of the page were just two words that stole the breath from my lungs. Goodbye, Emma. The rest of the letter read like a confession, though it wasn't one for him to make. His words were calm, deliberate, each one cutting more deeply than the last. He wrote that he had known for a long time, ever since the night I came home smelling faintly of another man's cologne. The night I lied, claiming I had worked late. He had noticed every hushed phone call I took in another room, the extra showers, the girls' nights that were anything but. He saw through it all. What broke me wasn't that he knew, it was that he never confronted me. He had waited quietly, hoping I would tell him the truth myself. Instead, he watched me change into someone he no longer recognized, until there was nothing left of the woman he once loved. He wrote that he didn't hate me. Somehow, that hurt more than any rage could have. If he had shouted, slammed doors, or cursed my name, I could have taken it as punishment. But his voice on the page was steady, restrained, wounded in a way that felt permanent. He said he loved me enough to let me go, because staying would destroy us both. And in that moment, I realized the truth. I had already destroyed everything. I sank to the floor, the letter shaking in my hands as sobs tore out of me. It wasn't just guilt, it was the crushing weight of knowing what I had thrown away. I had traded something rare, steady, and irreplaceable for something fleeting and hollow. The man I betrayed wasn't just my partner. He was the one who folded my laundry when I forgot, rubbed my back when anxiety kept me awake, remembered how I liked my coffee, and kissed my forehead every single night. I used to think he didn't notice things. The truth was, he noticed everything. Quietly. Without complaint. And I had taken that for granted. I tried calling him. His phone was off. I sent messages, emails, even drove to his office, only to be told he had taken indefinite leave. That's when it hit me. This wasn't impulsive. He had planned his exit carefully, not in anger, but in heartbreak. He needed space from me, from the life we had built. The days blurred together. My mind replayed moments I had ignored, the way he would look at me across the dinner table, as if waiting for me to speak. The nights he lingered beside me, hoping I'd open up. The mornings when he'd ask, "Are you okay?" And I would smile and lie. For a while, I told myself he might return. That maybe, given time, we could talk and mend what was broken. But weeks became months. Eventually, I heard through friends that he had moved to a smaller town and started over. He never spoke badly about me. All he said was, "It didn't work out." In the end, I wrote him back. Not with excuses, but with the only truth I had left. I was wrong. I loved him. And I had destroyed something beautiful because I didn't know how to hold on to it. He never replied. I didn't expect him to. He had already said goodbye. That letter still sits folded in a drawer I rarely open, a quiet reminder of what true love looks like. Observant, patient, unwavering, and gone when you fail to see it.